Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Racha Kodash, Barakatha Yahweh, and Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, and Barakatha Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is the true name of the Heavenly Father's Son, the Son of Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. I want to give double honors to my apostles and to my elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings goes to the hopeful elect. My brothers that are out in the highways pushing this word and this truth and sincerity. I'm the brother Ezra from GMSLA, prophesying in the San Fernando Valley. In today's lesson, I want to go into how real soon we will not have to go to our enemies for the want of all things. Because right now, we have to go to the enemies for the want of all things. You know, for food, for water, for shelter. In order for us to buy food, we need to Go to the grocery store. In order for us to get water, we have to go to the grocery store. In order for us to have shelter, we have to We have to go to Esau, have them check our credit to see if they'll accept us for an apartment or for a house. All right. For us to get, a place to travel, a vehicle to travel, we have to go to Esau. The point is, we have to go to the enemies for the want of all things. And the reason for that is because it's a curse that the Lord put upon us. One of the curses that the Lord put upon us because we did not obey his commandments. All right. So the first scripture I want to bring out is Deuteronomy 28 and 15, right? And I'm going to skip down to 48. It says, "But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God," which our forefathers, which our people, we did not hearken unto the voice of the Lord our God, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. We did not take heed. We did not listen. We did not obey his commandments. It says to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. And that's what we're suffering right now. This is why us being a Yasha'Allah, Prince of the Most High, this is why we're at the bottom, because the Lord has put the curses upon our people for not obeying his commandments. And one of the curses is going to the enemies for the want of all things. All right. Deuteronomy 28 and 48. It says, "Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee." And we're serving our enemies. All right. Because the Lord has sent our enemies against us. All right. Because the Lord used our enemies as his tool to punish his people, because we are his children and he's our father. And just like how a father will punish his son for not listening to him, not obeying him, or doing something that he's not supposed to, or he'll bring that belt to whoop him. Well, guess what? These nations the Lord brought upon us to whoop us, to punish us, man. Because what? We did not obey his commandments. We did not hearken unto our Lord. We did not obey our Lord's commandments. So the Lord brought, these Edomites and these other nations to punish us, man. But the worst punishment that we ever received as a nation was from Esau, man. All right, because he's cruel and showeth no mercy. Like it says in let me get it real quick if I can find it. Zephaniah, I think it's 1. Zechariah 1 and 15, all right? Zechariah 1 and 15, it says, and I'm very and I'm very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease. For I was but a little displeased, and a help for the affliction. All right, because Esau and these other nations, they showed us no mercy. All right, they showed us no mercy, man. Here it is, the Lord. If you go to Isaiah 47, all right, and 47:6. It says, I was wroth with my people, and the Lord was angry with our people. That's why he cast us out of his sight, which is Israel, and scattered us throughout the whole world. All right. We're all scattered throughout the whole world, but majority of our people are here in America. All right. It says, I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thy hand. Thou didst show them no mercy, and Esau, they showed us no mercy while we were in their hands. They helped for the affliction, man, by showing us no mercy. All right, by punishing us, by punishing us severely. All right, but it says, and giving them into thy hand, thou didst show them no mercy upon the ancient. Thou hast very heavily laid thy yoke. And that all goes back to the curses that the Lord put upon us, because he said this would happen if we did not obey his commandments. All right, going back to Deuteronomy 28:48, it says, therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. So for us, in order for us to buy food or to buy water, we have to what? We have to go and go to the grocery store, which going to the grocery store and buying food and water and buying groceries. That doesn't make us self-sufficient. You know, our people back then were self-sufficient. Back then, our people had lands. They had cattle. They had crops. They were able to farm. If they wanted lamb, they were able to go and kill. If they had a lamb, kill a lamb, skin it, cut off all the fat, take out all the guts and eat it. Cook it and eat it, But nowadays, you have to what? You have to go to the grocery store and buy lamb. All right, which fulfills this chapter. We go to Ezekiel. All right, let me see, Ezekiel the 4th chapter. I'm gonna get to the point, but it says Ezekiel 4:13, and the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat the defiled bread among the Gentiles, because even though the groceries we buy, they're defiled. It's defiled among the Gentiles. All right, the food we buy is defiled. The way that these animals are killed and packaged, that's not how it's supposed to be. Packaged in the grocery store, just to sit there, just to be sitting, waiting for you to buy it. That's why sometimes when you want to buy some meat, it says sell by November 25th. All right, because when it says sell by November 25th, they'll lower the price to try to get you to buy it, because it's been there for a while. The water that we drink is put in plastic. We shouldn't be drinking out of anything from plastic. All the chemicals and that's in that plastic, especially when it's in the sun, when the sun hits the water bottle, man. And then all the food we buy, all the ingredients that Esau adds onto it, man. All the artificial flavors, and you gotta read the ingredients, and there's just so many ingredients, and all these ingredients are here to harm you, are here to make you sick and to slowly kill you, man. There's so much ingredients that you have to look up and find out what they do. And I'll just take time. If you were to go to the grocery store and buy something, you see all the ingredients, you just be there for hours trying to figure out what these chemicals do, man. Because the food we eat is defiled. But let's skip down to points in 16. It says, moreover, he said unto me, son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem, and they shall eat bread by weight and with care, and they shall drink water by measure and with astonishment. This is why, right now, we have to, when we go to, for example, when you buy meat, you buy by what? You buy it by pound. All right, you go to the grocery store, and it would be like what, $5 a pound, $2.99 a pound. And best believe it's going up. It's most definitely going up. Okay, but not only is our bread defiled, we have to go and basically the food we buy that we need to eat, to survive, is defiled. All right. But let's go back to Deuteronomy 28:48. It says, and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things, right? Because if you need clothes, if you need supplies, you would go to Esau. Which even the clothes, the clothes you buy, most of the time it's not even 100% fabric, which goes against our law. All right, it's mixed fabric, which goes against our law because we're supposed to have 100% fabric. That's a law. All right, but these clothes you buy, a lot of times they're mixed fabrics. All right, they're mixed fabrics. Okay, and there are clothes that you have that are 100% fabric, but they're the most expensive ones. But real soon, the time is coming where we're not going to have to go to the enemies for the one of all things. We're going to have to rely on Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, because Esau, he's about to change the game, man. All right, because in order for you to buy, you go to the grocery store, in order for you to buy food and water and buy what you need, in order for you to pay your rent, to put gas in your car, in order for you to buy clothes and to basically buy what you need. All right, your napkins, your toilet paper, toothpaste and all that, your soaps. In order for you to do all that, you need what? You need money, right? And the money today, these people think is money, is not real money. Cash, you go to the grocery store, you pay with cash. But the point is, Esau, he's about to be done away with all that. Cash is about to be useless. It's about to be useless, man. Real soon. Because why? Because Esau is getting ready to dump the dollar and bring in his new digital currency, which that new digital currency is going to be on that RFID chip. So in order for you to buy or in order for you to sell, you're going to have that RFID chip. All right. In order for you to buy or in order for you to sell, you're going to need to buy the RFID chip, which is what John saw in Revelation, the 13th chapter and the 16th through 18th verse. All right. You're going to have to need it. All right. And what are we going to do? Are we going to take that chip? No, because if we take that RFID chip, the Lord says, let's get it real quick since Revelation 14, this is going to be the punishment, all right? 14 and 10. The same, Revelation 14 and 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, right? So if you receive that mark, all right, you receive that mark, you're basically down with his image. You're down with his philosophies, his new world order, man. You're down with his system that he got going on. All right. If you receive that mark, which is the RFID chip. All right. And it don't matter where you receive it. All right. Because the scripture does say your right hand or your forehead. All right. But that doesn't mean, okay, it says right hand or your forehead. Let me just put it in my left hand or my leg or in my chest. No. If you receive it, that means you accepted it. That means you rather have Esau be your master, Esau be your God. You receive that digital oil, like our apostles say. You receive that digital oil. You want Esau to, you want to serve him forever, man. All right, and you can't serve two masters. You can't have that mark and expect to be of the Lord's elect, because it says in Revelation 15 that the ones that are gonna be in the sea of glass are the ones that are gonna have victory over the mark and over the beast and over his image. All right. So it says, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and his brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and the presence of the Lamb. Right. So if you receive that mark, your ass is going to get burnt up. You're going to receive that plague like it's mentioned in Zechariah, the 14th chapter and the 12th verse. Your eyes and your tongue's going to melt, man. You're going to be burnt up in the presence of Yahweh Shai and the angels and of the elect. You're gonna get burnt up, man. All right. So we're not gonna receive that mark. All right, because we don't want to face the punishment. But let's get Revelation 3 and 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, and that's what we're doing now. We're keeping his truth, we're keeping his word. All right, going out on the highways and byways and doing what the Lord commanded us to do. All right. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. All right, when the hour of temptation, that's that Arfarichip. All right, the hour of temptation, that's the Arfarichip, man. When you people gonna have to make a decision if you want to save your life or you're gonna lose it. And the fact is, there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna they're gonna seek to save their life and end up losing it. All right, and you see that a prelude of that with this juice. All right, people, they're willing to, just to travel or just to get a job or just do simple things, and the pressure's not really even on them. All right, because if you think this is pressure about you losing your job or you not going to bars, doing your going out and partying bullshit, going out to bars and clubs, if you think that's pressure, man, that's nothing compared to the pressure you're gonna feel when Esau brings in this mark. Because when he brings in this Arfadiship, he's gonna show his fucking horns. All right, he's gonna go hard and heavy. That's when you're gonna feel that pressure, man. That's when that pressure's you're gonna feel it, man. And there ain't gonna be no religious exemptions out of it. Because in order for you to function in this society and to buy things and to continue to get what you need to live and to survive, you're gonna have to have that RFID chip. And that's gonna be the hour of temptation. That's gonna be what the Lord's gonna test, bring that test, because it says, "What shall come upon all the world?" The world there is Orchid, which means the whole world. Just like how this virus, this whole world was shut down over this virus. This whole RFID chip is gonna be presented to the whole world, man. All right. It says to try them, to test, to prove one's faith. All right. To try them that dwell upon the earth. So this is all gonna be a test. All right. The Lord's gonna test our faith to see if we really believe in Him. All right. Because a lot of people, they believe, they have a zeal, but that zeal is about to be tested, man. All right. That zeal, that faith that they say they have is about to be tested, man. And a lot of them are gonna fail because they have not kept the word of the Most High's patience. So the Lord's not going to keep them from the hour of temptation. So when our people realize that they're about to lose their their lifestyle, their life, their job, their house, their car, and all that, they're gonna fold. They're gonna fold, man. And us brothers, we can't fold, and we're not gonna fold, because if we're of the elect, the Lord's gonna protect us, man. He's gonna provide for us. This is the time where we're not going to have to go to the enemies for the one of all things. This is where we're going to have to put our full-on trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, because He's going to provide for us all our needs. Clothes, shoes, socks, food, water. He's going to provide all that for us, man. All right? He did that before. All right? The things that we need, He's going to provide it for us, man. Because it's about to be all hell break loose. All hell's about to break loose out here, man. You ever play, real soon, we're going to have to be like pilgrims. Okay? Let's get that real quick. 2nd Ezra is the 16th chapter. And the 40th verse, right? It says, "O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle." Right? We got to be ready mentally. We got to mentally prepare ourselves for us to lose our life here. All right, to lose our cars, to lose even our families. All right, you hope that they make it. You hope that they ride with you, but you can't just expect that they're gonna ride with you. You gotta just hope and pray. But at the same time, still have it in the back of your mind that there still could be a good chance that they could forsake you. Your wives and your children could take that chip, man. You got to have that in your back of your mind. So in case that happens, you won't, you already expected it, But we got to mentally prepare ourselves to lose our life here, lose our job, and just put our trust. And right now, we should be already putting our trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right? You should already put our trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right, but it says in those evils, because the evils is coming, be even as pilgrims upon the earth. Right, we gotta be as pilgrims upon the earth in those evils. All right, we gotta be as pilgrims upon the earth in those evil days. because those evil days are coming. And now what does a pilgrim do? They travel, right? They don't stay in one place. You know, they stay in a place and then they'll move on. And that's what we're gonna have to do, because in these days, you know, it's gonna be chaotic out here. You're gonna have men going, you're gonna have soldiers going house to house, so people looking for food going house to house, you know, trying to take what you got. You can't be staying in your house. You can't be staying in your house expecting just to go through Jacob's trouble. You're gonna have to move. If you ever seen World War Z, the guy said the movement is life. That's how you gotta be. You gotta move. You can't just stay in one place, because eventually someone's gonna come upon that place too. You gotta, you know, you're gonna have to move in those days, man. And we're all gonna be guided by the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. You know, the day's coming where we're gonna have to, you know, we're gonna have to forsake the place that we live. You know, whether it's a house or an apartment, wherever you live, you're gonna have to forsake that, because real soon, when Esau brings in that RFID chip, we're not gonna be able to pay our rent. All right, you're not gonna be able to pay our rent. You know, unless, you know, the Lord has it where, you know, you're in there for a certain period of time, and then it's time to move. But it's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You know, the Lord will guide us, man. You know, the Lord will guide us, and this is why we gotta put our trust in Him, man. In these days, we're gonna have to be like pilgrims. All right, we're gonna have to make going out in the wilderness, live off the grid. All right, that's what we got. That's what's gonna come down to. All right, this is why we can't get our mind to be so comfortable all the time, because everyone's about to lose their comforts, even us. You know, I have a big ass bed. I have a lot of pillows, you know, and I always tell myself that there's gonna be a time where I'm not gonna sleep on the bed like this. I'm gonna have to sleep on the floor. I tell myself that, you know, because this time I'll be like, I sit on my bed, man, I feel so good on this bed, and I tell myself immediately, it's gonna be a time where I ain't gonna sleep on this bed no more. It's gonna be a time where I sleep on the floor. You know, we're gonna be in uncomfortable situations. You know, but that's a soldier. Well, you know, we're soldiers of the Lord, man. We just gotta endure. All right, but remember, we gotta be as pilgrims upon the earth, because it says, "He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose." Because in order for you to buy or sell, what, you're gonna have to have that mark. But real soon, you know, a lot of people that have businesses, you know, they're gonna lose their businesses. They're not gonna be able to sell anything because it's gonna be so bad. All right, all you people that wanna, you know, you have businesses, you have a life, you're gonna lose all that, man. You're not gonna be able to. You're not all the things you buy here, your car, your house. You're gonna lose all that. You know, you people want to boast yourself about the fancy car you have and how big your houses is. Well, guess what? It says your houses are gonna be spoiled with the sword. So you're gonna lose all of that, man. You're gonna lose your house. You're gonna lose your car. You're gonna lose all the possessions that you bought here in Babylon, man. All your all your pleasures, man. All right. It says, "He that occupieth merchandise, as he that hath no profit by it." Right, all the merchandise you have, it's not gonna profit you in that day. All that's gonna be useless. It says, "And he that buildeth, as he that shall not dwell there." And you got people that buy land, build a house, you know, but they're not gonna dwell in it, man, because they're gonna be forced to move. Esau's gonna either come in the house and take them away and put them in concentration camps, you know, or they're just gonna have to move because there ain't gonna be no food left, and they're gonna have to travel and learn how to be pilgrims, man. You know. But it says, "He that soweth as if he should not reap." Right, because in these days when all hell breaks loose, guess what? Esau's gonna have control of all the farming, all the food, all the grocery stores. It's in their laws. All right, they're gonna control all that, man. So you farmers, you're gonna lose your land. You're gonna lose all your crops, your cattle, and all that, man. All right. It says, "And he that buildeth." Oh wait, I read that part already. "As he that shall not gather grapes, they that marry as they that shall not." Wait, Slakia, I'm reading it too fast. I'll read that again. 2 Ezra 16:44. "They that marry as they that shall not get no children." Right, because you're gonna have people that just get married, right? that just got married. Oh, honey, let's go on a honeymoon. Let's go on a vacation. Oh, let's go. Let's do this. Let's plan in 2 years or a couple months. Let's have children. Let's go get a house. Let's go start a business. Let's build a family. Let's build a legacy. Let's build something for let's build for our children that we're about to make. They're not gonna have none of that. You buy a house, you're not gonna be able to enjoy. You're gonna lose that. All your merchandise you have, you're gonna lose. The business you have, you're gonna lose. Because when you in that time you think you're in peace and safety, then that destruction finally hit, and you're not gonna be able to have no children. All right, and they that married not as the widowers. All right, therefore they that labor in vain, because you're not gonna be working in those days. There'll be no point working, no point laboring, because you're not gonna get paid. It's gonna be all hell, man. You're not gonna be able to do anything. Esau's gonna lock this bitch down for real. All right. It says, and for strangers shall reap their fruits and spoil their goods, and that's exactly what's getting ready to happen. All right. Overthrow their houses and take the children captives. From captivity and famine shall they get children. And that's exactly what's going to happen, man. These troops are going to go to house, spoil you. All right. Take your children away. Take your goods. Take you away. Separate you from your family and put you in concentration camps. And that's going to be your judgment, man. You're going to get chipped up. Your ass going to get burnt to death, man. Because they don't even have to kill you. They can just keep you in there. And the Lord can have it where they keep you in there and your ass gets burnt up, man. All right. But the time for us, brothers, we're going to be as pilgrims upon the earth. All right. Because in these days, while people are in these times, let's get a 2 Ezra 2 and 27, right? Be not wary, for when the day of trouble in heaven is coming, and it's coming, all right? Others shall weep and be sorrowful, and we're going to witness this. We're going to witness people be sorrowful. They're going to lose their possessions, lose their house, lose their families, lose their life. All right, that's when we're going to experience. We're going to see Jake try to save their life by taking that chip, RFID chip, thinking that everything's going to be going back to normal, everything's going to be okay. We're going to see that, and we're also going to see them lose it, because they're going to lose all their possessions. They're going to lose their life. We're going to see that, man. They're going to be married, and they're going to be sorrowful in these days. All right, but it says, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. But we're gonna be happy. We're gonna have abundance. So this goes to show you that even in these days, where there's gonna be a famine, there's gonna be a lack of necessity, lack of merchandise, lack of things you need, lack of clothes, lack of what's it called? There's a word for it. Lack of water, lack of soap, lack of things you need to, to keep your body clean. We're going to get all that, man. Why these people are going to rot to death, throwing up throwing off the stank off their own bodies, man. I remember I watched a video, brother Ayan here from LA, he prophesied in Inglewood. Brother had a dream that, all hell was breaking loose, and he was able to take a shower, man. We're going to be able to clean ourselves in these days. All right? Who knows? You may get a water bottle that never runs out of water. All right? That can happen. You can get a water bottle that can never run out of water. You can take a shower with it. You can drink from it. You could, man. That something like that could happen, man. You can't put a limit to the Lord. There's no limit to his power. The Lord can have that happen, man, where you get a water bottle that never runs out of water. All right? Or you go to a house and then you're a pilgrim. You're traveling from house to house. The Spirit's going to have it where you go to a house and you're there for 2 days and it tells you to leave. You go to another place. You go to the shower and it actually works. And you open the refrigerator and it has a food ready for you. Things like that can happen. All right? Look, these are miracles that the Lord's getting ready to do for his men. This is why we're going to be merry and have abundance. All right, we're going to be calm and collective, man. All right, even though, in the beginning, that flesh is going to try to kick in. But when you see the miracles, you're going to know that your tabernacle's at peace, man. All right? That's why, You know, real soon we're not going to have to go to the enemies for the want of all things, because the Lord is going to provide the things that we need. Our clothes, food, all right? You know, He's going to keep us clean. All right, our shelter. We're going to have all that, man. And we got, remember our forefathers in the wilderness. All right? Remember them. Don't be ungrateful like our forefathers. Don't be tempting the Lord. Don't, you know, because our forefathers, they were ungrateful. Here it is, the Lord gave them bread, manna from heaven, and they wanted chicken. All right? Because the food that the Lord's going to give us, He going to provide for you, man. That food is going to give you, your body's going to you're going to eat, and that food that you eat is going to give you what you need to keep on going. All right? To keep on going. So be thankful, always be grateful, man. All right? Because we know that, you know, remember our forefathers. And this is, you know, let's end it on Deuteronomy 8. I'm going to read through 1 through 4, right? It says, Deuteronomy 8, verse 1. All the commandments which I command thee this day shall ye observe and do, that ye may live and multiply and go and possess the land which the Lord sware unto your fathers. Right. Now, we did not keep the commandments. We did not observe and did all the commandments that we may live. This is why we're in the condition that we're in today, right? It says, and thou shalt remember all the way which the Lord thy God led thee these 40 years in the wilderness, to humble thee, to prove thee, and to know what is in thy heart. And that's what the Lord's getting ready to do in this time. All right? He's about to test us, man. And we brought out what He's going to use as a test the whole world. He's going to use that hour of temptation, the hour of fight Egypt, which is going to try every man's mind to see who you're going to serve. Esau, are you going to be down with Esau, or are you going to be down with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai? All right? It says, whether thou wouldest keep His commandments or no, and He humbled thee and suffered thee to hunger and fed thee with manna, which thou knewest not. Neither did thy father know that he might make thee know that man doeth not live by bread only, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Lord doeth man live. And that's how we live. We live off by the mouth, the word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Lord. That's how we live. By following after the Lord's ways, by obeying Him. That's how we live. You know? That's how we live, man. Okay? Our people, the Lord was testing our people back in the wilderness. All right? To see if they were faithful to His word. If they believed in His word that He was going to bring them to the promised land. But our people lost faith and thought the Lord brought them into the wilderness for the Lord to kill us. For them to die. Not knowing it was the Lord trying our faith, testing us. Because He's bringing us into the promised land. A land that was filled with honey and milk and honey. All right, and what does the scripture say? In order for us to enter into the kingdom, we have to go through great tribulation. We're about to go through that great tribulation. We're all about to be tested. The Lord's about to test to see if we're worthy to enter into His kingdom. All right? We just got to be faithful and know that the Lord is a man of His word. All right? The Lord's not a man that He should lie. He said that in these days, if you read Job 5, He's going to deliver us from all these plagues. From famine, we're going to laugh. We're going to be provided. From war, we're going to be protected. I just read to you in 2 Ezra, the 2nd chapter, that be not worried, for the day of heaviness cometh. Others shall weep and be sorrowful, but we shall be merry and have abundance. We got to believe that. All right, we all got to believe that. And know that, you know, the faith is going to be, the part of the test is that we're going to have to lose our life. We're going to have to lose our life that we have. Lose our jobs, lose our houses, lose our cars, even lose our families. Lose our ways of going to the store, basically losing our life. We're not able to go to the store and buy things, buy food. We're going to have to literally put our trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and be as pilgrims upon the earth and live off the grid. That's how we got to do it. That's what we got to do. And we got to trust Yahweh Bashim Yahushai that He's going to provide for us. Can I tell you exactly how? No, because the Lord got various ways of the Lord of that he could provide for his men. Because best believe, brothers, we're gonna experience different things, experience different miracles. You know, you may have a brother that the Lord has animals bring food. You may have another brother that the Lord has food appears. You may have another brother that, you know, the Lord has a chair drop food from heaven for that brother, you know. But we'll see when we get there. We just gotta expect those miracles. We gotta expect that these things are gonna happen. All right. Oh, what there was a motivation. If I could find it real quick. You know what? Let me finish this first. All right. Verse 4, it says, thy remnant waxed not old upon thee, neither did thy foot swell these 40 years. Right. So even our clothes didn't wax old. All right. Like in the new NLT says, wear out. Or didn't blister or swell. So that happened back then. It's going to happen in this time. All right. We're going to be provided. We're going to be cleaned. The Lord's going to give us a way to clean ourselves and get new clothes, man. If we need it. You know, what we need, the Lord's going to provide it. We just can't take no thought, man. Like it says in Matthews. He's going to clothe us, man. We're going to be good, man. The Lord's going to take care of his men. All right. Let me see if I can find that real quick. This motivation app that I have. Man. If I can find it, then I'll let me see. Our faith never stop. It says your faith, just basically roughly paraphrasing it, your faith basically if you have faith, you know, you believe, you have faith, you don't know how it happened, but you know it will come. See, there it is. Faith is all about believing, right? You don't know how it will happen, but you know it will. So we don't know how the Lord's gonna provide for us and how he's gonna take care of us, but we know that he is. All right, because why? Because we believe it. All right, we believe because he provided for our forefathers, he delivered our forefathers, and he said that he's gonna provide for us and protect us from these things and deliver us from all the plagues that he's gonna bring. So we gotta believe it. All right. So with that, I hope you were edified. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakakadash.